Welcome to MaxQ Rocket's build video on the all-new Starship rocket. This is MaxQ's latest rocket in their series of scale 3D printed rockets. By far the largest rocket in the MaxQ fleet, the Starship is also the easiest rocket to build, as it is built solely with screw-on thread adapters requiring no glue whatsoever. A couple options can be had with this build as to whether you wish to get yours pre-painted or paint it yourself. In this build, I elected to paint, apply the decals, and then clear coat before I began the build process. Again, this is a relatively simple build, but go ahead and sit back and enjoy the building of the all-new MaxQ Rocket's Starship. Before we begin the actual building of the Starship, I want to go through the parts and kind of show you what can be done ahead of time to help the future process of building a little bit easier for you. So what I've already done here is all the major body parts have already been pre-painted, and I've already applied the decals. For example, the decals that go up on the nose cone of the Starship itself. I went ahead and masked off all the black. I painted chrome, metallic chrome on the gray portions of the rocket, and then after that dried, I went ahead and laid down the decals, and then I clear coated the entire rocket after all the painting was done, just to seal in the decals. Now, mind you, when you clear coat over chrome paint, you're going to lose a little bit of that mirror finish. So if you want to keep the mirrored look intact, you may want to abstain from putting the clear coat on. That's up to your discretion. But even with the clear coat, the metallic finish is very, very prominent. It looks really, really good. So we've got the two sections of the booster. The Starship itself will be assembled first. Then we've got the two body parts to make up the booster. We've got the 4 grid fins. We've got the 4 flaps or nose fins that will be attached to the Starship itself. We've got the engine cluster for the Starship. Then at the bottom of the booster we'll have the circular ring of engines, followed by the engine cap, which will simulate additional engines, but it also is what keeps the engine inside the rocket. And we've also got the fin set, which is kept on by the engine cap. So this serves a dual purpose, holding the motor in and keeping the fins on. And we've also got our Kevlar pre-cut and ready to attach. So let's clear the board and let's get to building the MaxQ Rocket Starship. Well, that concludes the building of the Max-Q rocket Starship. We hope that you got a sense as to how easy this particular kit actually is. When it comes to final setup and linkages, each modeler has their own preferences, and this kit is no different. Use the setup that works best for you. but feel free to use our demonstration as to what works for us. Keep in mind, if you do your own painting, be sure to cover up any exposed threads and also the booster's shoulder that slips into the Starship. This will make building and setup much easier. So with that, we'll end this tutorial. We hope you enjoyed the build, and we'll see you at the launch pad.